Welcome to Rome with Humi. Finally! As promised in my previous videos, I'm introducing you to one of my favorite, if not the favorite museum of Rome, Centrale Montemartini. You'll find it along Via Ostiense, although the building is hidden. 10-minute walk from the subway station Garbatella. The name may not sound familiar, but it's the detached headquarters of the Capitoline museums. The structure is a former power plant named after Professor Giovanni Montemartini, inaugurated in 1912. After serving for more than 50 years, the entire power plant was abandoned. In 1995, due to the renovation of the Capitoline museums, an important part of the antique sculpture collection was accommodated into the structure. That's when the two completely different worlds, archaeology and heavy industry, connected, creating this unique museum. The temporary venue was so appreciated by the public, they've decided to make it permanent. Functional, clean and simple, yet grand. This one-of-a-kind museum was born in 1997. Although not huge, this museum has numerous important pieces, so I'll be making several videos for this site. Now let me take you directly to the heart of the museum, the boiler room. Entering the spacey room, you'll be amazed by what's on the floor. A mosaic with hunting scenes, which stretches out 15 times 9 meters. Actually, it's one of the largest Roman mosaic found in Italy. If you're a mosaic lover, you would have heard of the Nile and of the Battle of Ipsus. These two are so famous, but they're less than half the size of this one. And still, you never hear about this mosaic, because in Rome there's too much to see, I guess. Let's get a closer look. Furious dogs chasing after the beasts. Different types of animals and vegetation. So this is how Romans got the animals for their spectacular shows at the Colosseum, for example. Rome in the ancient days had around 1 million inhabitants, so it was a big, hectic city. Rich Roman families created what's called orti just outside of the city center. Here I'm counting 17 of them. Orti is translated as gardens, but I'd say they're much more than that. A huge estate of greenery decorated with geometrically shaped trees, sculptures, fountains, pavilions, pools, temples, terraces with viewpoints. Among the beautifully created landscapes, you'd often find a spa, a library, a stable, and even a horse racetrack. Orti was an absolute place of pleasure to who could afford it. In 1904, during the construction work of Termini Station, they've discovered one of the orti, which belonged to the Liciani family. Emperor Gallienus was a member of this family. So let's say it was one of the many imperial resorts. The mosaic was found near the Church of St. Vivian. Remember my video on the 3 saints of Bernini? This is what's left of the Horti Liciani today. Among the findings, the mosaic, which was even bigger than this. Unfortunately, 40% of it is still under the railway tracks. The mosaic shows exactly how they hunted the beasts. It's like watching a cartoon. Look at the expression of his face, so serious and concentrated. In effect, they're all serious. It's clear that they're not hunting for fun, but highly trained professionals. Is he holding a horn? Here's the trap. Watch out, it's coming to you. What a museum! And believe me, there's so much more to see. As inside the storage of the Capitoline museums, there are thousands of treasures yet to be shown to the public. Quite often they bring some of them here, organizing temporary exhibitions. So you might see some pieces displayed to the public for the very first time. If you are into Roman mosaics, make sure you add this spot on your bucket list. Curious to know more about this museum? Subscribe so you won't miss my next episode.